What's going on, everybody? It's Mike over at Valley Vapors, and we are very excited to do this review on the Sigelei 100 watt box. In the shop, we have these available in silver and we have them available in black. Both of them are very, very nice. We have vaped on both, but the one that I've been using the most is the silver one. It's just more my style. We're running a Sigelei V3 with a coil that we called the Hydra. It's 6 vertical coils wrapped as a dragon. It's ohming at about 0.46, 0.45, somewhere in that range. Fire's awesome on this thing. It's a 100 watt box. Just to go over some of the physical features of this is a solid body. It's got nice clicky buttons, just 3 buttons on here. You got your fire and your power button to turn it on and off, and you also have your positive, which is going to be wattage up, and negative, which is down. Now there is the ability to hit both of these at the same time and lock it, although the downside to that, it doesn't allow you to vape. It's simply a lock. I would rather it just be turn it off instead of lock it, but it is up to you. It's a little quicker to lock, so that's going to be personal preference. This back plate here is magnets, and they are some strong magnets in there. We have 2 18650s E-Fest in here. In the back, I really like this little strap here to help you take your batteries out. Let me go over the inside of this. This is pretty awesome in the sense of it has the magnets here. It has copper contacts for your batteries. Everything in here is going to be copper. It does have the plus sign on the top and on the bottom, so you don't make a mistake and put your batteries in wrong. Let me show you how to put the batteries in. You always want to put the negative side in first. You're just going to lay this down and you're going to put your battery in, pop it in there, and then with this little strap, just lay it down and put your other battery in. Make sure to pay attention to those positive and negative sides. This is really, really good in here. I like the fact that you can't really see any of the internals. Unless you have the battery out, there's no real way to see it. And on this back plate here, you see this little lip on the bottom, and it's just flush on the top. You just line it up on top and pop it down. That's how strong these magnets are. They're picking up stray wires that we have. They're very, very strong, so there's no concern about this popping off. On the bottom of the box, it does have the vent holes for the batteries. The screen here is very nice. Some people have said it's lacking a little bit. I personally love how simple it is. There isn't any menus to go through. There isn't anything like that. It just shows you what you need to know as you vape. So let me go ahead and turn this thing on. 5 clicks. As you can see, the Sigelei pops out. See if I can get a nice view of that focused for you. Turn it back on. It's going to have your wattage, your battery, your voltage, and your atomizer resistance. Now, without one, you hold the button down, it says check atomizer. This pin in here, it is a copper pin that is reverse threaded. It's very important to know that it is reverse threaded. To loosen it, what you're going to do is you're going to turn it clockwise, which is normally tightening. But the reason that they do that is so whenever you screw your atomizer down on here, it's not going to be pushing it down. It's not going to mess with this pin. It's going to stay firm where it is. All the devices that we put on have sit nice and flush on here. We've put the Mutation X, we've put the Sigelei, I've put an Addy, and even a V1 Patriot on here just to see if they sat flush, and they do. They all sit wonderfully. It is 0.4 ohm resistance. I have it at 100 watts, and it's reading 6.3 volts. One thing that's a little different is this battery gauge here. As you see, it's kind of bouncing around. I actually think that all that's doing is telling you what your battery is in real time, because I can look at this now and get this focused for you as good as I can, and right now it's about 79.80. If I actually fire, it's going to jump down. It's going to go to 77, but after a second it's already back up 79.80. So I'm actually going to vape this at 100 watts and show you how it does. And I'm just going to go right off the bat and vape 100 watts. That is really, really a good vape. We've been vaping on this all day like this, and it's amazing. Let me scoot back a little bit and get you a little bit better of a view. And yeah, that thing is vaping absolutely amazing. It is a phenomenal vape. The taste is amazing. It's not too hot. It's not anything other than just perfect. This thing can go down to 0.15 ohms. The battery life on this has been really, really, really good. We've been vaping on it all day. We only had to change the batteries once, but again, the batteries that we put in at first were only about, it was reading 70%. And we vaped on that for about 5 or 6 hours, but it was 3 of us and it was non-stop. So if you're just walking around with this and you're vaping by yourself, you're easily going to get a full day, if not more, off of these batteries. And it's just overall, I'm extremely impressed with this box mod. And the durability, the quality, how everything sits flush. It has the adjustable pins, which I should mention in the box. You get the little blue screwdriver, which pretty much comes in anything, but you actually get 3 more pins. You get 1 more copper, what looks like a stainless, and then 1 that looks brass. So you do have your options. For those of you that would rather use a brass pen, you can do that. And I can't get over how good of a vape this thing is. I'm gonna go ahead and change the camera angle and do a few more vapes on this, just to show you how the clouds really are. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and vape this, like I said, at 100 watts. I really don't want to take it down with this build. You can. Everybody's gonna vape just a little bit differently on their wattages. Right now, I am more than satisfied at 100 watts. So here she goes. And yeah, it's a phenomenal vape. The Sigelei 100 watt box, in stock at Valley Vapors, in silver and in black. From all of us here at the shop, keep calm and vape on.